guys got Carroll on Friday night. What have you guys been focusing on, especially about Carroll during practice this week?
This week we've been focusing on the games that we've had, so we've been focusing on the Tuesday, Wednesday games. So today is going to be like the first day we really focus on what we're doing for Carroll, and I think just the intensity that we play with this game has to be different than when we played them with last time, because that was just not how we play, and I think they're not going to be ready for the difference in how we played versus how we will play.
Also, with you guys being amongst the teams tied for the SAC lead, how big, obviously, will this win for you if you guys beat Carroll? How big will it be, to help you along for the rest of the year? Yeah,
this is a game I think we really need, because it's like a team we got beat by, shouldn't have got beat by, need to win this game. That'll like secure the SAC, So I think this is one of the biggest games we have for this year, at least, as far as where the SAC goes, where we stand. So I think, winning this would make us, give us the confidence to, keep winning. So I think it's a big game.
And you mentioned it a little bit where you guys lost to them during the holiday tourney title game. How much did you learn from that game that will also kind of help you guys on Friday night?
Yeah, I think that game was a big, eye-opener for us, because, I think going into that game, we're like, okay, we got this. We just beat Homestead. We're super excited, and then that's super disappointing. And I think for a lot of guys, it kind of lights a fire under them. Okay, this can't happen again. We need to change how we're practicing. We need to get serious. So.
How much of that, with that loss to Carroll, motivates you guys as well?
Yeah. But I think again, none of us want that to happen again. So we're working to make sure it doesn't happen again. I think everyone here wants to beat Carroll really badly. So, and that's a good thing to see. Everyone passionate about winning.
What do you guys have to do right on Friday night to get that victory from Carroll?
I think if we just play our game, play hard the whole time, and just play together, I think we should come out to win.
You got Carroll this Friday night. I know you had a couple games earlier in the week, so tonight's kind of your first night to really kind of work on Carroll. But what are you guys worried about looking at them? I know they beat you earlier. So what are you looking at to try to beat Carroll?
We're just playing our game, focusing on us, and we're just going to do what we do. Holiday tournament, we played Homestead before them. We went rested well. We get a full day of recovery today. So, we're going to come in and play hard and do what we usually do, and I think it'll be a fun game to play.
And obviously, it's a big game for a lot of reasons. One, because you lost to them earlier in the year, but also because you both are at the top, tied at the top of the SAC lead. So with this, if you guys get this victory on Friday night, how big is it of a leap for you guys as far as the rest of the season is concerned?
It's a really big win, because for us, we'll be the best team in the SAC so far, because we'll be the only team that hasn't lost to Carroll yet. And because for me, we haven't beat Carroll this year since I've been at Snider, and I'm looking forward to do that. So I really want to.
You mentioned it a little bit, going back to the loss to them in the SAC tournament title game. What did you learn from that loss that will help you on Friday night?
That we should have just played harder. We shouldn't have came into we came into the game thinking that we were going to win and that we had it, but we really didn't. We should have just played harder, and we just took it for granted, and we should have played harder.
Will you use that loss as a little bit more motivation Friday night?
For sure, yeah.
How will you use that as your motivation?
We're just going to play harder and play hard on defense, get rebounds, find the open man, just play our game.
And what's the keys to the victory on Friday night for you guys?
Just defense and playing as a team.
I think that we'll still kind of do what we do. We want to make sure that we try to play the way that we want to play, and sharing the ball and play hard and move the ball, and we don't have a whole lot of structure, so in terms of preparation we won't change a whole lot, but at the same time we want to be prepared for what they do offensively with their system and their personnel, and so that'll be a little bit of the focus today, and really just want to stay healthy, and give them a little bit of rest, make sure we're hydrated and that type of thing, because 2 straight games and 1 day off and then into tomorrow it'll be challenging, but I think we're up for the challenge.
Obviously, with Carroll and you guys tied at the top of the SAC, I'm sure it's not really that hard to tell these guys what a win means to this team. But with that, if you get the win, what does this mean for this team to kind of springboard them for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously puts us in the driver's seat for the conference, and that's important. But it also validates the progress that we've made, obviously, from the holiday tournament to now, and the mantra of getting 1% better every day. That you can kind of see that paying off if that's the case. But at the same time, tough teams win on the road. Conference road games are tough. They're going to be well coached. Coach Beasley does a nice job. They're going to be put together. They're going to be fundamental, and they're going to try to do what they do. And so it's going to be kind of a clash, a little bit of tempo, but also in terms of a little bit of system. And we just want to make sure we're the tougher, more aggressive team.
And as a coach and your assistants for that matter too, what do you kind of take away from that loss against them in the SAC tourney that kind of helps on Friday night?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the rebounding. I'm big on rebounding, anyway, and that's a big part of our identity. And to get out rebounded by 10, that's the biggest discrepancy that we've had this year. That it kind of starts and ends with that.
And really, the SAC is one of the top attorneys here in Fort Wayne. Is there really, do you really have to give them any kind of motivation because of the fact they already lost to Carroll? Does that give them enough motivation?
Yeah, and I think that they just find it within themselves. And that's what's cool about this group is there is that natural sense of urgency. They want to do well for the sake of doing well and for the sake of being there for their brothers and their teammates. And so this is another opportunity to showcase that. We've got 8 seniors in the program. Most of them are playing a lot of minutes, so all that kind of put together should make for a good night.
And what are your keys, Coach, to the victory on Friday night?
Well, it's got to be the boards. We want to make sure that we're going relentlessly to the offensive boards, but at the same time keeping them off the boards. And they've got a nice guard in Jalen Jackson who does a little bit of everything for them, and he has more than twice the offensive rebounds as anybody on their team. So keeping him off the boards is going to be a big part of it. And then just playing for each other, sharing the basketball, and kind of being aggressive on defense.
Anything else, Coach?
I think so.